All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Also want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations unto the elect of Yasha, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the Akim out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, teaching and prophesying through the spirit of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, in truth and sincerity, as well as the men and women that follow, and those who might look like the other nations but are of the nation of Israel on their father's side by blood. All right, and speaking of the nation of Israel, this, of course, is from the Super Bowl, all right, halftime performance yesterday. And, you know, when you go into it, it's a lot to it. It's, at the end of the day, you know, Bad Bunny was representing, hey, this is all fair use, fair use. Bad Bunny was representing the so-called brown people, all right, representing the Hispanics, and pretty much fighting in a form of justice for what is going on and saying something without saying something, you know. But my thing is, damn near the whole show was in Spanish, so it really was for them. And I was just like, even before, when I first realized he was gonna be doing it, it's nothing but suppression, man. All right, matter of fact, let's get that word. Let's just see. Suppression. Of course, it goes to suppress. It says be burdensome, quail, cause to cease, press down, stop, hold back, check, stifle, sub meaning to press, sub meaning below or under, premier meaning to press or hold fast or cover, crowd, compress. All right. Put down, prevent from expression by force. Yeah. And that's what it is. It's just like putting a suppressor on a gun. You know, you're not going to hear the loudness of it. It's going to sound, you're going to hear less of noise. Okay. And this is how I look at it, because it's like, here it is. You give him the platform, right, to do the Super Bowl. All the Hispanics was already going crazy when they found out that he was going to be doing it. Well, what do you think niggas did last year when they found out Kendrick Lamar was going to be doing it? It's the same shit, you know? Same shit, different shovel. All right? But here it is. Yeah, crazy performance. Woo, go, Hispanic, yay, yay, yay. All of that. But then you still wake up today and they still don't like your ass. You still wake up today. You still ain't up in Minnesota. Believe me, I be forgetting. Minneapolis, you know, which I believe. I don't know. Let me see. I think it's. Okay. Is it? I forget right now. School leaders fear declining attendance during ice surge will also lower state. Yeah. So it must be, yeah. It must be up in Minnesota. Um, but here it is. They're having, you know, kids not go to school because of the potential fact of getting snatched up, or being snatched up and being bait for their parents. This is what they got to deal with. They got to wake up. So you can sit here and have this brown pride hour or 30 minutes in the sense of this performance or whatever, the halftime and all of that. But guess what? They still feel the same about you. That's the problem, you know? Oftentimes, our people get comfortable, okay, and they get beguiled each and every time, you know. Let me get this. It says Isaiah 26:10. It says, "Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly." So it don't matter how righteous an environment would be or could be, the wicked is going to find some way to be wicked. All right, Gad, they was over here, kind of tripping a little bit, but they had some sense about them for the most part. But Esau come over here, mess up everything they had going on. All right, and what I mean had some sense, like they wasn't, they wasn't got a big ass owl worshiping it and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They was worshiping, the sun, not like the sun, but having a different God for all of the different things, But nonetheless, they was, doing what they was doing. They was living, all right? They was living, okay? And Esau comes over and then mess up everything they had going, because where something good is going, well, that's what the quote from Chief Two Eagles said, roughly paraphrasing, hey, shoot, native man was able to go and hunt, chill with his family and have intercourse with his woman. White man come in, and only white man dumb enough to think he can fix the system better than that. Because he messed up everything. He stole land, stole resources, killed all people, murdered, all of that. Because it don't matter how good something is. Once he touches it, it's already consumed, man. It's already gone, It says, "And will not behold the majesty of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI," which they don't. They don't acknowledge the Lord, They acknowledge and worship Satan. Look at all these Epstein files that's coming out. All right. That's what but our people, which let me get that. This is like not working right now. It says Jeremiah 2:13, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water." Meaning what? They're trusting in vanity, right? You pretty much going to Esau for hope, all right? Expecting him to provide for you, when at the end of the day, he's the same one that's going to take it from you. All right, he's the same one that's kicking you out. If we just dealing with the immigration situation in particular, okay? So like, it's not like people actually have the freedom to just get up there and perform in the Super Bowl. This is all a fantasy. I was just walking earlier, just think about that. Like this world, that's what drains you. Because we are living on a set. Just imagine an actor that's on set all day, every day. Just think about that. Certain people come around, you got to snap into character and shit. It's draining, man. All right? So when they go into their trailer, hell yeah, they go, whoo, let out, lay down, stretch out, relax, fall asleep, whatever, because they burnt the hell out. That's what this is. We're just on set all day, man. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" Because he trusts in oppression, man. Our people trust in oppression, And let's get that. Because shoot, that whole, I don't know why this is doing this. I'm gonna read these two and I'm gonna skip down. This is Isaiah. Well, let's just go straight to it. It's Isaiah 30:12. It says, "Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking coming suddenly at an instant. Y'all don't understand that you dealing with the devil, man. He's good at his job. So he'll allow Bad Bunny to go and perform and make y'all feel accepted, make y'all feel warm and cozy inside. Look what it says. This is the main message. You got all of the different flags over here. I don't know all of them, I'll be honest. I see the British flag. I see the United States flag. They came out first with the Puerto Rican flag, but you see these different flags, All right. They should have I'm not saying that they didn't, but they should have every single flag in the world. But their message is clearly right here. The only thing more powerful than hate is love, Because what's happening to them? They're not being shown any love. They're being kicked out and called immigrants and having their fucking face slammed into the concrete and so on and so forth. Well, obviously, this man don't want you around. All right? You're dealing with the devil and he's good at his job. But you continuously trust in oppression. So, yeah, he'll throw you a bone. He'll throw you some bread, give you a circus. That's what the Super Bowl was. All right? And now y'all niggas went to sleep feeling good because Bad Bunny didn't perform at the Super Bowl and still got to wake up and deal with the same shit. And like the Edomites is like, oh, that was a great performance. Let's treat them like, no, there's still ones out there, hey, if not more. If my memory served me correct, somebody was telling me earlier that they had a separate performance somewhere else. I believe it was with Kid Rock or something. Let's see. Here's what happened at Kids Rock Alternative Halftime Show. Turning Point, USA's patriotic Super Bowl alternative earns praise as millions tune in over. Yeah. Like people was watching both, but if they're supposed to be the focus, you know what I'm saying? Why you even got him performing? Why is there an alternative half? When has there ever been an alternative half show? I'm not saying it hasn't, but yes, alternative or counter program halftime for the Super Bowl. Yes. It has been. Oh, it was yesterday. Duh. You know what I'm saying? You ain't special. It says counter program historically in 2001, a radio station in Green Bay, Wisconsin announced instead a halftime show, but the 2026 event was a full-scale alternative concert. Full scale. It sound like they had all intentions to plan that out. Oh, you ain't got it. If you don't want to watch them, come and watch some patriotism. Right? Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Why? Instead of seeking YAHAWASHI, all right, I wonder how many of them know that they was Israelites. I wonder how many of them Hispanics heard about the Israelites and fuck out of here, wave their hand, fan their hand at us, Who knows? Let me finish this. It says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. Yeah, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. Not in YAHAWASHI, but to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, meaning what? You want whatever he has to offer is what you're going to trust in. So you want to trust in being able to stay here, able to make a living. And I'm not against it, but that's not the answer. I agree. I mean, hey, I get pissed off that there's certain legal Hispanics at my job, and they anti-immigrants. oh, well, they shouldn't they shouldn't be allowed. Like, nigga, just because you was born, them still your people, bro. But that's what's wrong with our people. They rather cling on to what? And what it said at the end of it, and trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right? Our people will cut the legs under one another to please the enemy, man. Matter of fact, we'll end it on that. You know? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Because all it need is just a little bit, and it's going to spread, right? Unless what? What happens with rust? How do you stop it? You got to cut it off, cut it out, you know? Other than that, over time, it's just going to continuously spread. There's a outside storage here in the city, and you can see like the old cars. You know what I'm saying? They got some old cars before they got all plastic, and the whole car is rusted. Well, how do you think that happened? Over time. You know, over time. It might not happen in a day or two or three, but over time it did, and that's just the same as his wickedness. Once he get away with a little bit, because we already read that he, you know, in the land of uprightness shall he deal unjustly. So all he need to do is, he just can't help it. He got an itch for it, man. You know, just like when we was growing up and we started, you know what I'm saying, getting certain things, if you know what I mean. You was like, oh, let me see. Let me get some more. Let me see how that feels. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, that's how he is. He gets off on that, man. All right. He's bloodthirsty. He's a fucking vampire, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to get into that real quick, man. It's not the answer. I was pissed off, you know, watching the whole damn show, because it's like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. You know, I got this screenshot off of this Hispanic chick off the Instagram, you know. And it's like, you know, her, and it's I've seen multiple ones, you know what I'm saying? You know, I done seen multiple ones. And that's what it is. This was like a uprising, a stand up. It's the same as with last year with Kendrick and Kendrick Lamar. Oh, did you get the message he was saying? Well, what happened? Huh? What happened from the message? What are we doing? Not necessarily like we, but what are y'all doing? What did y'all do with it? What now? What? You're still doing the same thing. You still about to get your tax money. You still gonna fuck up your tax money, because you stuck in the maze, man. You stuck in trusting in the shadow of Egypt. Every year, it's the same shit. New clothes come out, new shoes come out, which is actually old clothes and old shoes. People get more weird. Things get more wicked. Food get more contaminated. Like, what this? You want this for how long? like the scriptures say, how long, oh Lord? You know? Like, nobody should want to live like this. You gotta, these Epstein files coming out. You gotta hear all of these things about your politicians and your presidents and the people, entertainers. The people who you think made it, who's successful. Well, it's coming out what they do and what they did to get there. You sure you want that type of life? I'm sure, oh no, I'm just cool with a little job, making 6 figures, and then, well, the dollar's devaluing. The food is shit. It's wickedness all throughout it's wickedness all throughout the earth, man. You don't want no fucking peace? Huh? But peace can't come with the wicked in rulership, man. So, at the end of the day, Kendrick Lamar is not the answer. Bad Bunny is not the answer. The answer is YAHAWASHI. That's the only one who's going to, like they said, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. That's the only, love is what? Keeping the commandments. And the scripture tell you what? Love thyself love thy neighbor as thy love thyself. That's why, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Lord willing be at that number. But even, you know, When Israel is in rulership, all of the nations is going to follow after our ways, man. Because our way is the way of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and that way is perfect. Dietary law, morals, and ethics, a way of living, a way to give the trees peace, and the water peace, and the earth peace, and the animals peace. A global or universal homeostasis, man. All right. So with that, Lord willing, you was edified, and Lord willing, once again, we're allowed to endure unto the end. And once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Shalom.